This is your dog.
This is my dog, yes.
What's up with your dog?
Well, apart from that, massively dog reactive.
Massively?
Yeah,
Okay.
aggressively dog reactive. I think it's aggression, and I think it's fear aggression. He's reactive to people, but in a very friendly way.
Yep.
He's typical Staffie, hates all dogs, loves all people. He's fine if the dogs stay away from him, and if he gets used to a dog, he knows it. Like where I live in a livery yard, and there's a lady that's got horses there. He's fine with the horses, he loves the horses. And she's got a dog that she brings, and at first he was really reactive to her, but now that he knows she won't come anywhere near him because she won't, he just ignores her, he just has nothing to do with her. He just wants all dogs to stay away from him.
Yep.
But instead of just ignoring them, he goes instantly into, he chooses violence every time.
The Staffie way.
Yeah.
Let's get him out, let's see what's going on. Oh, look at you.
He probably actually wants a week because he's been in the
alright.
car for 4 hours.
Bless him. Is that how long you've travelled down here? 4 hours?
4.5 hours it's just taken me, yeah.
Wired, mate. Wired.
He's
My usual hut where there's tea and coffee. Yeah, we're far away from tea and coffee at this stage. We'll take a stroll down here. So is this how he normally...
No, he's not normally as bad as this. He's very excited. It's nerves with him a lot. I have had a behaviourist out to him a few years ago. And she said he's one of the most fearful dogs she's ever met, but he hides it really, really, really well with all of this, like, in-your-faceness. Is he all right just weeing?
Yeah, it's fine. We put little posts and things for the dogs to wee on.
Oh. So he doesn't normally even cock his leg to wee, to be honest. He normally wees like a girl.
How old is he?
6.
6.
Six
Any
and a
health
half.
problems?
No.
Joint problems?
No, not at all. No, it's great. He's a little athlete.
When was he neutered?
So this is part of his problem. Even before I got him, 6 months old.
Fucks.
Yeah, I know. So we kind of rescued him from a friend of a friend who'd had him from a puppy, and then realised that he didn't have time in his day to walk him or to do anything with him. He was an electrician, and he just used to take him with him in his van every day. And to try and keep him, to calm him down, the vet advised him to have him neutered. So he got neutered at 6 months. By the time he was 8 months old, he still hadn't calmed down, so we took him. And he was great with all of the... Stop it! Enough! Sit! Enough. He was great with all of the dogs. He's great with cats. We had 4 cats at the time. He was really good with people, and I made the biggest mistake ever. I sent him to daycare.
Is this what you walk him on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just...
When he does his sniffy walk of a night, he goes on a long line.
Yeah. And what's he like on his long line?
He gets frustrated with it sometimes when it gets in his way, tries to chew it. But he's not massively bothered by it.
All right, just wait there a sec. Big meathead, aren't you, mate? Come here. Put your head in there. Thank you. Good boy. Just take him for a second.
Yeah.
Have you ever walked him on a slip lead?
Never.
Never.
No. I'm not against them. I don't know how to.
No, that's sensible. I just want to see if he's ever used it or anything like that.
No, he's always just been on the flat collar. Yeah. He did have a harness when he was younger, but we realised that was just giving him extra strength.
So I just want to slow him down because his brain is moving at 100 miles an hour, and you see how he's like dragging in, hunkering down, everything like that.
Yeah.
So one, I want to teach him what the end of the lead means, and one of the easiest ways of doing that is teaching the dog the concept of pressure and release. He's used to, if I pull into this, I can still get to where I want to be. I want to teach him that this has meaning. So at the top of the head, it's going to give me way more control than down here. So all I do is just gentle pressure, just teach him. There we go. So look, so instead of forcefully trying to drag him away from that dog reacting, a little bit of pressure and then it turns off. A little bit of pressure, then it turns off. Yeah. Whereas when you've got him on the lead, he's on his normal collar, he's at the end of it, and you're forcefully trying to use strength to remove him. which just agitates. Already just a simple concept of pressure and release has slowing the dog down. And we've done next to nothing with it, but it's just giving him that little bit of guidance needed.
I can't believe he's not reacting back to this dog.
But I'm not trying to use strength to control him, yeah? So what you can see right now is over there, obviously that they've just started the same time as you.
Yeah.
So he's trying to use strength right now. Aaron hasn't taken the dog to show him what to do. Aaron's just assessing him.
Yeah.
But you can see the owner's used to having to use physical strength, and that's what you're doing. You said, I have to hunker down so it doesn't take me off my feet.
Yeah. Well, he has taken me off my feet before.
I want him to learn what this lead means. Wherever this goes,
he goes.
He goes. Yeah. So I want him to learn that this is where I want you to be. So if I walk forward a little bit, I stop. I want him to stop right there. Yeah. You see how he tries to cut in front? I just want to just stay here. Here is the safe zone. When you go in front, that puts him in a position where he has to start getting a bit defensive. So I want to teach him what the lead means. So I want to start to walk nice and slowly. I want him to follow me. The other thing I want to get him in the habit of is when I stop, I pull up, because I want him not there, more like there. He's so used to taking that extra step in front, and I don't want him to do that. I want him to learn to take a little bit off. You don't even care about that dog.
I don't understand why he doesn't care.
Because I don't care.
Is it literally, is that as simple as it?
Yeah, well, one...
I mean, I know I'm the biggest part of the problem because I go into panic mode. The second I see another dog anywhere, then...
But this is where I want him. I want him to learn to adopt this position. Let's go, mate. So your typical person would see that and shit themselves.
Yeah. I'm quite nervous, that even though it's behind a fence, I'm quite nervous. And I really try and do the whole fake it till you make it, and then something appears and I'm like, no, don't like it.
Oh look, see that?
Yeah.
That's really bad. And these are all signs that goes unchecked. So this is him loading.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is stage one. Stage one here is easy to communicate with. Wait. But people miss that one.
Yeah.
They wait until he's right out in front. Fixated, locked on like a sniper, then explodes.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I want him to learn, stay here. Stay behind me in this safe zone. Yeah? If I stop him, as he begins to load, he's much easier to reset.
Okay.
Yeah? If I wait until he's at the end of the lead frothing at the mouth, he's much harder. He actually wants to meet. Hey.
He is very vocal.
I know. I heard him turn up. But again, it stems from not really knowing what to do. You both just kind of panic.
So I panic, and then what I've done, I've made the situation even worse, because I've basically sheltered him from the entire world.
Sit.
I walk him on a private field every morning that I pay for, and then I walk him around where I live, where there's nobody else, because everybody's gone home. So he never sees anyone or anything.
Sit. But look how close we are. Phoebe, you just walk down to that little stump and then back.
Good boy.
But look, watch my arm. Nice here. Little step in front just to break it so he doesn't stare too much. Looking, turns to fixating, turns to reacting. Looking and looking away, cracking choice. Looking away, cracking choice. Looking, fixating, stress levels building, I eventually react.
Yeah.
Yeah? If he looks too much, wait. Just a step.
So when I see another dog, should I be stopping with him? And because I've tried that where you stop and make him sit behind me. But
you're not going to do it on his normal collar.
No, true. Yeah.
Plus, it doesn't matter if you've got all the technique. If you're inside shitting yourself, that's going to travel down to him. The reality is, everything I do is slow, but meaningful.
Yeah.
Because if I become frantic, guess what? I just ignore. I'm on top of him before he has an opportunity to escalate. But I make sure that I'm using the tools that give me the control.
A couple of months ago, when he was he's not allowed in the garden on his own because of his reacting. But I hadn't realised one of the patio doors was open and he got in the garden. I spotted him and one of the horses was in the arena, just going round with it, having a ride round. And he was just watching it. He wasn't doing anything at all. He was just watching it. He wasn't barking. He wasn't unhappy. And I panicked and ran into the back garden and he instantly exploded at this horse.
Yeah. That's what happens if you've got two dogs together, right? Say a dog's run over to your dog. A lot of the time your dog will be fine, but it's that travels down the lead and the dog goes, what?
Yeah.
And I see it in multi-dog households. If you've got two dogs fighting in the same house, one of the triggers can be the humans, yeah? Because many times those dogs are fine when the human's removed, but as soon as you bring the human into it, they start fighting.
Hey.
So, we're going to test your confidence. We're going to use Aaron's dog as bait. Let's go.
Oh, that one there?
Yeah, that one there.
That fucking huge cane corso.
Yeah, that fucking huge cane corso.
Wow.
Well, we don't have small cane corsos. All I want you to do is just walk nice and calm. Don't even think about it. To the sand and back. Don't let him pull you towards it, so bring him towards you. Relax. 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 Keep walking, keep walking. Keep walking. Right, stop. Stop. Good.
That's the normal reaction.
Yeah, okay. Sit. Sit. You see that? As long as you was holding this lead, he's still touching him, yeah? But what happened was when I said walk past that, sit, when I said walk past that, as soon as he started to pull a little bit, you tensed up.
Yeah.
Yeah? Sit. Look at my energy. You were so worried about that dog. Sit.
I was worried before he even got to the gate.
So watch. Let's go. How I just... Come mate, let's go. Go past it. Nope, let's go. Don't worry about that dog. Keep his head moving forward. The hardest thing about dog training is not tensing up.
Yeah.
Yeah? That's the hardest thing. So the same dog that he was reacting to, sit. He's no longer reacting to. Because he only reacts, sit, if you tell him you've lost control. And the way you tell him you've lost control, sit,
by panicking.
Is by panicking. The second he started pulling in that direction, you just handed everything to him because you stopped, you slowed down, you freezed. Walk, fast, let's go. So the only dog reacting right now is that one. So right now I've asked him to sit. That's the basic instructions in which I want him to follow. Yeah? Now, Aaron's effectively going to do to us what we've just been doing to him. He's going to come and intrude on our session.
Okay.
So, sit. So I wanted to take him just for a second because I know the second you saw that. Yeah. But look how I am.
Yeah.
So I want you to focus on breathing and not tensing up. Because when we panic, what we do is this. And we hold our breath.
Yeah.
And we start to get frantic and flustered, or we freeze, and that travels down the lead. Sit. Deep breaths. Don't worry, you can't control that dog. You can control this dog. Okay. So stop focusing all your energy over there and focus on what you can control.
I'm trying so hard not to look back to see where it is.
Look at it. It's fine. Let's go.
I'm not scared of it. I'm scared of him.
I really like this guy. I think he's dynamite.
Well, I do. I love him to death. It's just I'm not the right person for him,
Well,
but
look.
he's stuck with me. So,
He's not doing it now. Well, look, see that? See how I'm moving? See how I'm going that way?
yeah.
That's bad.
Okay.
Yeah? I did that for the purpose of demonstration.
Okay.
What I should have done is what we'll do now. Yeah? Let's go. What I should have done is this. Alright, so you see he's looking there. And as we walk, because he's facing that way, see how we get closer and closer?
Yeah.
That was him making that choice. And then he gets close enough and then he reacts.
Yeah.
Yeah? Because like I said, when he pulls, our way of turning that tension off is to go with the dog. What we want to do is this. Come here, mate. Is this. Let's go. Back towards us. Yeah? So that lead stays nice and chilled out. Tension on the lead, I have to turn the tension off. And I don't turn it off by following the tension. He has to follow the tension to turn it off.
Yeah.
Yeah? So if I start walking this way a little bit, see there's tension on my lead. If I go with that tension, guess what? We're going straight towards that dog. Let's go. Turn that tension off. Come with me. Because I'm the one that needs to guide him out of those tricky situations.
Yeah.
He's trying to walk himself into tricky situations.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to do is unintentionally follow him into the fucking gates of hell.
No.
Yeah? That is a bad situation,
Oh, God.
right?
He'd be dead.
I don't want to go into that situation.
Yeah.
Now, if you make me spill my tea, I'm not going to be happy.
So I won't go too fast.
I've got my tea. Don't make me spill my tea. Right, this is my tea. Do you know how many cold teas I have because people keep
can
interrupting
imagine.
it, right? So this
I
is
can
my
imagine.
tea.
I'll let you enjoy your tea.
Turn around. Still got my tea. Yeah? Nice. I believed you. You're just worried about me spilling my tea, aren't you?
I thought when I made my appointment, I don't know.
Yeah, you're
I
going
think
there.
it was. I don't know who I spoke
Done
to.
amazing,
It was,
by the way.
thank you. It was
I just
Jeff.
wanted to distract you a little bit because
I
it
think that worked.
does work. I was
Well,
never worried
but I
about
think-
spilling my tea. The
I think
tea's
that-
cold.
no, the
This is
Bonfire.
bad.
Oh, is it because he's staring?
Well, no, because the way he's facing.
Right.
Yeah. So it's not so bad now. Just relax your arm a little bit. Yeah. But the way he was facing a second ago, you're facing me, he's facing behind you.
Right.
And if you didn't pick up on that, there was 2 dogs behind you that he's
Right.
staring at. And if he then reacts, he's got all that leverage going behind you, you're going to get spun around.
Yeah.
So you want to always make sure that you're in a position where you can quickly take control. Just that little change that you did there meant that if he did react, you can walk straight forward and
him.
stop it. Versus
Sit.
if he lunges behind you, your arm's going to go flying behind your back. It's a possible arm break.
Yeah.
People don't think about that because they're stopping and talking, so they just get involved
Yeah.
in the conversation and don't pay attention to
Don't-
which way the dog's sitting. Yeah?
So is he okay, sort of like fixating on what's going on over
He's
there?
more listening. He's
Yeah.
not necessarily fixating. The noise has risen and he's more, what's going on over there?
Happening.
Yeah? If you want to break it, just walk into him a little bit. That's it. And then just take him forward. The problem you have with the dingo
Yeah.
is where, for him, because he's a bit of an awkward size,
Yeah.
the 45 centimetre dingo won't go over his head. The 50 centimetre one does. The 45 one would have been more better for him if it could go over his head,
Right,
because
right.
what it means, it'd have less excess here. The
It's
right
got a
place to
more
hold
diet.
this when your arm is relaxed is actually here, which
Yeah.
we don't want to do, really. So when you attach a lead to it, you have this unnatural dip in it.
Okay.
So you're having to hold it and it's not great. Here I can kind of hold it where it's more natural. Yeah? And it works exactly the same. Yeah? So let's go. Wait. So I can choose where to hold the lead, where it feels more naturally. Avoidance doesn't make a problem go away.
No.
Yeah? When you see that problem, it's still there and it's 10 times worse because you've been avoiding it.
Yeah.
Avoidance isn't good. Space is key. Yeah? So my job is to assess what's going on. So I know from this distance we're fine, right? So I will stop right here. Aaron's coming closer, Aaron's coming closer. See, he's getting a bit worked up. Let's go. Just create a bit of space. If I had stayed static, he would have reacted. Because he's got a big cane corso barreling down on him. So my job is to create space. So I go, I recognise you're getting uncomfortable. Let me create a bit of space for you. Yeah? Fixating a little bit. Wait, sit. Interrupt it. Good boy. That's what we're looking for. Yeah? Dog's coming this way. Ears going up. Let's go. That ear's going up and the wrinkles in the head was enough to tell me that he's getting ready to go.
Okay. So that's a loading sign as
yeah,
well,
yeah,
then,
yeah.
his ears going up.
Sit. But then look what happens. Look, no wrinkles in the head, ears are nice and relaxed. Going up a little bit.
Yeah.
Just break that manually. I don't need to create space. It's just because that one's fixated on him. So I can just use my leg right there to just shoo the head away. Not a knee, just shoo that head away a little bit. Yeah?
Yeah.
But if that dog is coming down and that space is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, good boy. And I see, no good comes from looking behind me, mate. Sit. Yeah, something's happening over there that you don't need to know about, right? If I know that he's beginning to fixate and get worked up, I'm going to create space and make his life easier. Now he's just looking, that's fine.
Yeah.
They're very busy over there today.
He's not actually bothered about the dog now.
No, because you're not. The more you relax, the more he relaxes.
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to stand this close to the cane corso, I don't think.
No, but I don't think the cane corso would be able to handle you standing that close to it. Yeah, you could. Well, he could.
He could. Do you think?
Yeah. But I wouldn't put him in that situation because it's volatile.
Yeah.
We can we can be this close to Phoebe because her dog's under control.
Yeah.
Yeah. That cane corso has a much lower threshold. Ironically, this dog can react to dogs.
All right. Really?
Yeah. Because here's the thing.
Sit.
This is why you don't let your dog run over to another dog.
Yeah.
So this dog will react to dogs that get in its personal space and are rude.
That's fair enough, though.
I know, it is fair enough. But look, he doesn't give a shit about dogs.
Yeah.
So you could see that and go, oh, he looks friendly, because our definition now, if it's not frothing at the mouth, it must be friendly.
Yeah.
Or it's got a wagging tail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in reality, this dog wants to be left